that Dr. Gomez alluded to earlier is the fact that a lot of Filipinos don't even qualify for financial aid, for one, because they don't have the papers, they're not documented. So they can't, the only way to pay for an education is out of pocket, which makes it very difficult. As you know, hi! I'll just wait a minute what's going on. And we were saying that one of the things that goes on is the fact that our Latino students are not really well prepared in high schools and during their grammar school and stuff, and the teachers sometimes don't see you as college material, so they don't spend a lot of time with you. It doesn't happen with everybody, but it seems to happen with a lot of Latino students. So we are very concerned about that situation. And part of my research is trying to understand what are the psychological dream, and part of that is going to college. But there's this idea that that the Latino culture doesn't value education. You also know, coming from Latin culture, one of the most important cultures in the world, and then the Latino culture coming to the Americas, and all of the things that were already here in terms of the civilization, the Maya, the Aztec, the Inca civilization. We have a lot of culture, supporting our ideas of achieving, and of being part of something important in the world. So that's not true either, that our culture values education very much. Now we do have problems with people being able to pay for college. College is expensive, right? Again, a lot of people have done a lot of studies, but my focus is a little different. I'm more interested in hearing, the voice of the students coming through their perceptions. What is it like to be in college? What are the obstacles that Latinos face when they're in college? What are how do they work with these barriers? How do they work to conquer, the problems that they encounter in college? I'm going to follow this. Can you all see this slide here? Can you? Or am I?
Okay.
Okay? All right. So, these are some statistics and to inform you. So, about 23% of those who do go to college, they take within 10 years of leaving high school to complete the bachelor's program. It's a long time, 10 years, okay? Compared to 47% of the white students. Less than 13% of those who are in community colleges actually transfer to a baccalaureate grade institution. Like us, for example, University of Governor State is a 4-year institution. We receive all of our students from community colleges. Again, there's a lack of knowledge on how to finance education. Some people have talked about this social incongruency, that the things that we expect to see in college, we Latinos don't find. And then we drop out of college because it just doesn't agree with us. Or there is also, we know that 60% of Latinos who are in college are attending community colleges. Some of them are called Hispanic serving institutions, because almost all of those are community colleges, right? And the criteria to be Hispanic serving institutions is that you have to have at least 25% of Latino enrollment in the institution. So most of them are community colleges. Community college, of course, is where most Latinos start their relationship, let's say, with higher education. Thank you, Rosette. Thank you. We're all a little discombobulated here this morning. So my study specifically to examine the experience, psychological and subjective experiences of the community college Latina and Latino students who transferred or were in the process of transferring to a 4-year institution. Like I said before, this is a qualitative methodology, and there's basically 2 phases. I'm not even done yet, but the phase that you're going to see me presenting here today is specifically about the undergraduate students, right? And those are all community college students who transferred, or at the time that I interviewed them, were transferring to 4-year institutions such as Governor State University. So, I interviewed them, and I had a lot of students that I interviewed, but for this paper here, for this research, I'm just presenting that on 17, all right? So 17 students is basically, what my sample was for the purpose of this presentation. And the second phase, which I'm not done yet, is that I'm beginning to explore master level students, Latino master level students, who are getting a master's in health-related degrees. And I'm looking at the ones who are in our college here, the Health and Human Services, a governor state. So, see, I'm kind of skipping a little bit here now. I kind of gave an idea of what I was going to be asking, what I did ask the students, and here are, quickly the questions. But I wanted to know, why did they decide to go to college? What motivates them to continue? What is it in their families or in their background that supported them to achieve a college education? What has validated their desire and their experience to be in college? What excites them about college? What worries them about college? Is college different than what they expected? What were the major barriers that they encountered trying to pursue their education? What have they experienced being with faculty, their peers, and advisors in college? And how do they figure out what degree to pursue, where to take classes, what classes to take? Those all things that you need to figure out when you're in college. What class they're going to place you in a better situation so that you can then transfer to a foreign institution. Alright, so once I interviewed all of the 17, maybe more than all of the 17 students, and spend time with them, hour and a half, talking to them. That's how you do research, and I then got all the data, the 17 people talked to me for an hour and a half, and began to look at things that were common, in their response. What were they saying that was kind of similar? What was everyone saying about their experience? And I came up with eight themes, basically. The first one is the fact that all of them felt that they had to overcome a lot of personal and social challenges. Now, what did that mean? A lot of them told me that they had received, throughout their education in high school and junior high, they had received this message that they need to integrate. Those speak Spanish, that speak English, and they have to deal with students. At the same time, like I said before, teachers were not really considering them college material, and were not spending a whole lot of time with them, orienting them on how to get to college. So they get these conflicting messages, and for a long time they were wrestling with this. I want to go to college, but can I really make it? Will I really be able? By the thing that I can do it? So wrestling with that, those two quotations that I have there kind of illustrate a little bit of this wrestling. I thought, I don't have any money, how can I go to college? I thought I would be cleaning hotels for the rest of my life. Or somebody else said, I used to pass through here to go to work every day. And I said, nice, they got to go to college. Wait a minute, why not me? So I forgot to say before, but the students that I interviewed, they ranged from 22 to 44 years old. So some of them were much older than you. Some of them not much older, some of them were much older than you. And so some of them went to college way, past in the time that we expect people to be in college. Some of them went to college and they were in their 30s because they didn't go and they were younger, in part because of these messages. So they internalized all of these negative messages. It took a while for them to kind of wrestle with that and free themselves from those negative, stereotypical ways to think of themselves. Let's see what else I want to say about this. I think we're going to move on because I see it's about 10:25. The next theme that I found in my research was this idea of maturation, self-discovery,